All right, guys, welcome back to another Bassmaster Open Pros Pick'em for the Bassmaster Elite Series on Lake Oahe. I think that's the way you say it. It's the second to last stop of the year. Brandon Pollinick's got a pretty strong hold on the Angler of the Year lead. And just like that, Todd Castledine has a pretty good lead on our groups picking this year. He's kind of kicking everybody's butt. I'm not surprised.
That's from Hallman. All I do is copy y'all. So
I'm like right behind you.
Yeah, I think Matt's really close.
Well, I know I'm not very close. So, speaking of that, we'll let Angler of the Year Todd Castledine go ahead and lead us off on this week's pick on Lake Oahe. Group A, what do you got, Todd?
Yeah, I lead off every week, by the way. I don't think you've realized that. Go with the guy who I always pick. If he is in the group, I pick him every single time. I've never not picked him, I think, in 2 years now.
Who's that?
Taku. Man, I pick Taco every time, man. If he's in the group, I pick him.
No, I like it.
He's usually not in Group A, but it don't matter. I'm still picking him.
He has that smallmouth game figured out. There's no doubt about
Absolutely.
it. Yeah. Panger, who you got Group A?
Well, let me just start out by saying Todd has been messing with my mind the entire year, and he does it all the time. And I was sick of it, and I've been second guessing my picks on it. So I'm in my Zen room. I pour myself a glass of red, and I'm not getting influenced by Todd Castledine over there claiming how great he is at fantasy fishing. He's throwing me off of some picks. It's not happening this time. I've done my homework. I'm in a very stable set of mind frame, and Brandon Pollinick is going to catch him here. Listen, this is the fourth largest body of water in the United States by volume. It's over 230 miles long. It's supposed to blow 19 and 17 miles an hour on the first 2 days of the tournament. If there's one guy who's not afraid to take on rough water, think about his first Elite Series win where he went all the way out into Lake Ontario to win. He's leading the Angler of the Year. He's going to have the camera crew with him. He's got a kid. Brandon Pollinick, this is also the closest he's ever fished to his home in Idaho, only 14 hours away from his home. It's basically a home tournament for him. Slam dunk Brandon Pollinick all the way.
You do realize, though, just saying this, it's never won, and no one ever wins it on round one. That's a great pick. It was really going out there and getting one, Matt, but it's not one in Group A. It's one in Group C, D, and E.
All right, well, win it in Group C, D.
But because you can't run it in Group B because we already know who your pick's going to be. So,
well, I'm going to go ahead and
I'm a
piggyback off of
different
Matt's
person.
pick.
You can't bully me into picks anymore.
I'm actually going to piggyback off of Matt's pick. I'm going Brandon Pollinick. I think he does have the upper hand at this body of water. Hey, I love the taco pick.
46%. It's awful.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing I hate about it. Oh, crap. Where'd Hallman go?
All right, Group B. He'll catch up.
Group B. Go ahead, Panger. Who you got?
And that's crazy that your pick's got 19%, man. So, Matt's got a good pick going on right here. A lot of people believe in Jason Christie.
Without a doubt, I'm going Jay Shakurit, and there's not a dang thing you can say.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm 100%. I'm going Jay Shakurit. His dad's won over $150,000 in walleye tournaments. Jay Shakurit was out on the water in diapers while his dad was trolling for eyes with a Lindy rig and a crawler harness. The guy knows the lake. He knows how the smallmouth's set up. He's going to do well here.
God, that's kind of frustrating. Yeah, Hallman, what do you got Group A?
I don't know what button I pushed, but dude, 14 hours. Are you kidding me? I can be in South Carolina in 14 damn hours. Does that make me a freaking local?
Yeah, you drive 90 miles an hour in that truck, though.
Still, it's South Carolina.
You give me so much anxiety.
I pass up a lot of bass in 14 hours, dude, driving down the highway. I mean, a lot. So, Gussie, give me Gussie. I bet Gussie lives closer than 14 damn hours in that place.
I'm pretty sure Gussie's like 46 hours away.
Nah. He's just right across the Canadian border. Hell,
He's
he
just
probably
right there.
mows grass over
Just
there.
right
It's just
there.
right
He probably
there.
mows grass.
Well, it's funny. Group B, I actually went Jay Shakurik as well. Sorry about that, Tad.
I went the same thing. I mean, I already got all my picks, and he was already one of them. 'Cause I just couldn't-
Jay's young and
If
he
well,
just
if
has
you
it figured out.
if you look at that, if you look at what's really going on Group B, there's like a lot of good fishermen. Like, you know, I get their Seth there, but he's gonna fish the exact same way of where he just came from, like the exact same way.
Yeah.
Like, he might not do great, but I think he's gonna do good.
I think he's going to do pretty good. Who you got, Group B, Hallman?
I got a really good one here. He's not happy. He's a northern fisherman. He's got lots of trophies from around the house. Actually had a guy message me that he's won like 7 years in a row this little local event they got going on. And this will be 7 years in a row he's won it. He will not be there because of this Elite Series event. I think he's going to take it out on Pat Schlapper. Give me Schlapper.
Let me see right here.
Pat Schlapper, eh?
Yeah.
Can I turn my?
All righty. I like the Pat Schlapper pick. He's a good fisherman.
I promise.
Let's go Group C.
Todd, who are you talking to?
My wife.
Okay, just checking.
She was sneaking around. She didn't want to be. Oh,
Hallman, press the
where'd you
button
go,
again.
Big Fish H?
Big Fish H.
Are we on C? Because I'm on C.
Yeah, we're on C. We'll go ahead and let Hallman lead us out on C. Who you got on
That's why I
C,
was
Hallman?
disappearing for a second. I had Josh Douglas.
Okay. Josh Douglas. About you, Todd?
Yeah, I only think there was 2 picks in this one. I had 3. There's only 3 picks. I think Douglas is one. I think Austin Felix is one. And I think Pipkins is one. But I went Felix. Like, it's just like, I'm not gonna overthink this. He's gonna catch him. He might not be in the top. He's gonna catch him though.
Yeah.
Decent.
Very consistent. He's very consistent in smallmouth. No doubt.
He just, I mean,
What about you, Panger? Who you got?
There's way more picks than that. I'm going Carl Jacobson. The man drove from his home and his pregnant wife, put his time in pre-practicing for this event, really liked what he saw. He's on the classic bubble, has not qualified for a classic in his career, and 19-mile-an-hour wind is going to be like a light chop to him with the classic on the line.
How many
it's
hours?
19 mi-
How many hours away does he drive, Matt?
Well, he lives in the last Campa, so
I don't even care about that. It's just the fact that it's 19 miles an hour. It's gonna blow 19. I love this.
19.3.
It's guaranteed 19. He said 19 or 17
Or
but now
17. But it's 19.
I think like
17 on
he's
Friday.
looking at the weather as we speak, going, no, they've changed it to 19 from 30.
Todd, the
from
lake is
8 minutes ago.
233 miles long.
Matt,
You know what
and
that could do?
don't tell him that. He's still Matt. Don't tell him that he's still on St. Clair.
No. I talked to Mullins on the way out there, and or when we did a little deal the other day on live, and so I was asking him more about it. They're not out of the same ramp. I know that. They're like 200 miles north or something.
You know, I actually struggled with this pick. I had 2 people I really liked. I liked Pipkins and Felix. I like both of them a lot.
That's my point. There's only 3
Yeah.
picks in this one.
I mean, that's a hard one. I'm probably going Austin Felix, even though I'm just going homer picks on this. Basically, all 39, 64% owned, all that kind of fun stuff. Group D was a hard one for me, too. I went Paul Mueller. Not to anybody's surprise. I just think Paul Mueller is going to have another good tournament. It's easy as that. Probably a top 10. About you, Todd?
Well, since Paul Mueller, so y'all weren't here when we first opened the show, and Hallman just came in freaking ripping on me about how I pick everyone else's pick. And I was like, I was the only one that had Paul Mueller last week. And like, he's Like, I'm not dogging him, but he's had one of the worst years he's probably ever had on the elites. And I went and picked him, and he freaking crushed it. And I picked him again because of where he's at. I mean, he's going to do good. He's going to live scope him up. He's going to catch smallmouth. He catches them like this. I don't pick the lake, Panger. I don't worry about freaking wind mile an hour if he's 14.3 miles away. I just pick guys that can catch him. He's going to catch him.
He's
going to catch him better than all the other guys in this group. How about that?
What about you, Panger? Who you got?
I'm picking Paul Mueller because Todd did.
That's probably good reasoning.
You can't catch me if you play it that way.
That is true too.
You can't, Matt. You can't catch me if you can't catch me.
If you keep making the same picks, you're not going to catch him.
You're not gonna catch me.
I'm at peace with my pick.
Right, you're at peace with your pick.
I mean,
Okay.
look, I have senses going. I have soft light. You're not going to get into my head.
Now it doesn't
tonight.
matter, Andrew.
There's no
Andrew,
chance.
Now it doesn't matter. I'm picking whatever he picks for Group E now. Just I'm not gonna let Matt catch me.
Yeah. I mean, y'all have the same picks almost.
No, you don't. You pick. Who do you have an A? Brandon, Jay,
Taco.
Yeah,
okay, well, I went
A
with
and B are
Carl,
just
and
gonna-
you
you're not
said he
gonna
wasn't
catch-
even an option.
Well, yeah.
Well,
He's
Hallman,
actually
who do
an
you
option.
have Group D?
Well, since y'all all picked him, I'll just pick him with you, Mueller.
Mueller.
What was that?
Bubblicious. He was saving it for later.
Dude,
Group
we gotta
D-
start calling him.
Did you
we
just
gotta start going
use Bubblicious
Mueller.
out of your glove box?
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all want to see in the glove box? It's really kind of been around for a while. So look. Good stuff.
Hallman, sometimes I really worry about you, buddy.
I know. You,
Group
you're not
B
the only one.
for Big Fish H.
I had a conversation with him at ICAST. Guy's not very happy about the way he's fished so far this year. I think he's got a little bit of the red ass. His name is Mike Iaconelli, and I think he knows a little bit about catching smallmouth.
Yeah, I like that pick a whole lot. In this particular group, you're full of rookies and guys that have just quite honestly just not had the best of seasons this year. So other than maybe a Hank Cherry that's like back-to-back classic champ, but what about you, Panger? Who do you got?
I don't know.
Panger, who you got? You
That's
can't
my
say,
strat. I don't know. I'll decide at a later date.
Then
Yeah, just
why?
wait and pick whoever Todd picks.
This is so,
That's sus.
Very
100%.
suspect. He's gonna change it anyways.
No,
like
he will. He
always
probably
does.
will. Yeah.
No,
Now, I'm gonna ask you really for one. Like, I've never changed my pick. Why do we have Matt on here? Because he's liable to change all these picks the day before the event.
I have
starts.
not changed my picks at all, and that's why I feel like I'm not
you
having
should-
as good
and
as
you
year
still
as I
should be
usually
choosing
do.
Jason, and you still should be choosing Jason.
That's a pressure pick. I'm going Kyle Welcher. I like what he did on Thousand Islands. I think he's a really good fisherman who just somehow ended up in the E group this year because of circumstance. I think he'll catch him again.
I honestly think that's the best pick. I mean, I'm dead serious. Like,
I'm not surprised.
I'm not saying I'm picking him. I think it's the best pick. I think it's the best. I think he has the best potential of making a top 10.
So who are you picking then, Tad?
I don't know either. I looked at him, but I'm not gonna pick him. I looked at Ike. I looked at Daisuke. I actually had Daryl Gleason for a while. You know what? I'm not gonna pick the same thing as y'all. I go Dice. If it'll let me. Click off that. Dice. Daisuke.
Dice Gay.
I don't know why.
I actually went Keith Combs. I feel like it could go either way here. It could be like absolute bomb, or it could be top 10 because they just if he picks up a crankbait and a jerkbait, he's able to cover a lot of water, and we're gonna have the forecast for it with the 19-mile-an-hour winds. I think the crankbait might show up a little bit, and hopefully he'll catch a few fish. So
I honestly think this Group E. I honestly think there's quite a few guys. I think there's more guys in here that can catch them than even Group D. Like, could maybe make it, but also feel like you could like finish in the 80s.
oh, 100%. These are the Hero Zero guys, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be like 3 guys in the top 15 or 20 out of this group, which is saying a lot.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I like that, Andrew. They have Cisco, gizzard shad, and rainbow smelt in that fishery, so I think a crankbait could play.
I've never heard of a
I don't
rainbow
even know what any of those are.
Never
Did you
heard
just
of
look
that.
that up? Did you look that
did.
up?
He
Or you-
I
literally
did. I
just
had the
looked it up.
list of them because I knew that there was a heavily bait fish last time when they were there in 18.
What are you drawing?
I know exactly what that is. That's my kids in here with freaking greasy hands.
That's pretty funny.
We're almost
So
out.
this is one of my favorite parts of the whole
Oh, yeah.
deal. We're gonna do the tiebreaker weights. What do you got, Hallman, Mr. Bubblicious?
I ain't going first.
All
I
right.
have
I
no
always
way.
go
If
first.
you make me pick first, I'm gonna pick like 2 pounds.
No, Hallman. I always pick first, and I never even look at what won it last year.
Okay, well
Matt,
then Todd, you go first.
well, I always just randomly hold on. I haven't thought about this for a second. Hold on. I don't think there are big weights here, right? There's no big weights here. 30.
Nah. Come on, tell us what's your number.
10 pounds is
I
solid.
gotta. No, it's not. I gotta add them all up. 10 pounds is not solid here.
Dude, 15 is.
Are you
catch.
serious? I was gonna go 18 a day.
They call it the Pittsburgh of South Dakota.
The Pittsburgh, South
Yeah.
Dakota.
The Pittsburgh without a bridge to pitch at.
66.3.
Ooh.
All right, what do you got, Panger?
I got 83.15.
Golly.
I thought you said they don't catch him
You
here.
went first.
All right, I'm going back to what I wanted to pick. which
No,
was
you can't do
74.
that. No, come on, dude.
I wanted to pick 74.
I always go
Dude.
first. I always go first.
I wanted to catch him the last 3 tournaments.
74.3. I thought 74.3 would be a good pick.
Hallman,
It's not going to be that much because the 19-mile-an-hour wind. You way overshot that, Matt.
amateurs. Hey,
Yeah.
Hallman, what do you got?
81.6.
81.6.
Horrible.
I went 84.12.
Garbage.
What did you say? 45?
No, 60 something, 66.
I'm at
64.
74. That's
Oh, I
really
meant
what I wanted
74.
to pick. I wanted, because my whole deal, I wanted to go 18 a day is what I wanted to do. I was thinking 18 a day would be good.
Well, we haven't done it in a while, but I actually want to know who you think's going to win this tournament. We've all made our picks and all that stuff. Who wins Lake Oahe?
It's coming out of the group A.
You think?
Taco's going to win it.
You think
Yeah.
Taco wins it?
Or Brandon. Or
You
Brandon.
didn't even pick him. The local Brandon Pollinick.
Doesn't matter. He's at 46%. If Taco comes in second, like, I'm good. If Brandon doesn't do good, I'll freaking beat everyone.
I'm gonna tell you why I think Brandon Pollinick wins,
the
not
only one?
because he's a local. I think Brandon Pollinick wins because he knows John Cox is coming for him, and John Cox is a hammer at lacrosse. Even though I know Pollinick catches him basically everywhere he goes, but you can't let John Cox have a chance. So what Brandon Pollinick knows is he needs to go out there and dominate this event. And if he goes and dominates it, everything will fall into place at lacrosse and it won't matter. So that's why Brandon Pollinick wins this tournament. What about you, Matt?
Chris Zaldain's going to win this thing.
Dude, Matt, did you really study Group A?
Yeah.
Golly, I'm telling you, the winner's coming out of Group A.
Zaldain
Like,
wins
it
this
is
tournament. He gets his first full series, full field elite series win this.
Group A is freaking ridiculous.
Why did you not pick him though?
Because it's a risky pick, because he's going for it no matter what. I think Pollinick is a safe pick points wise. I'm in the top 96%. I mean, I think Zaldain is going to win, but I also think he's got a fairly good chance. I mean, he's sending it no matter what.
Yeah. About you, Hallman?
You really want to know what I think? I think that I think Greg Hackney wins it all, takes his shirt off on stage, flexes, and retires, and never fishes another bass tournament in his life.
Doesn't go to Mississippi.
Doesn't even go to Mississippi.
Just retires. Take the jersey off.
Dude, that'd be a gangster move to not go to Mississippi, like where he's probably predicted to win, and be like, I don't need that.
He pulled an Antonio Brown right before the end of the year, just deuced it on out of there.
Dude, he's liable to be winning this on day 3 and takes the shirt off and then retires in the lead and doesn't even fish on day 4.
So he pulls a Randy Haynes, is what you're saying.
And
He
said before takeoff.
No, Antonio. Yeah. That would be
before takeoff.
Yeah. Antonio Brown left in the middle of the game.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Well, guys, thank y'all for joining me for today. I go and apologize to everybody watching. The signal where I'm at currently is absolutely atrocious. And so sound is a little bit of an issue.
Where are you?
I'm in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Oh, that explains it.
Yep. I'm down here filming an episode of Let's Fish TV, and it has been going fantastic. So, but make sure y'all go check out Todd Castledine on YouTube, Bradley Hallman on YouTube, and Matt at Bass Talk Live if you get an opportunity. Guys, I will see y'all at the next one. I appreciate y'all coming on.